So what are you asking the court to do?
He's asking for the amendment to file his material.
Well, he should have filed it by July 31st. So why wasn't it filed?
A discrepancy within the dates, and he was.
No, there's no discrepancy in the dates. There was a court order he was present for that required him to file by July 31st.
And isn't the rule of civil procedure allow that litigants shall file 7 days prior to a hearing?
Not when the court orders otherwise. The court made a court order that all the materials to be filed in advance. There was a court order in place. I have a copy of the court order.
Yeah, but that order constitutes prejudice towards the respondent.
No, sir, we're not having, it doesn't constitute prejudice. The plaintiff filed first. The plaintiff filed their material. You have their material. You respond to their material. You failed to respond to the material. So I need to know, what are you asking the court to do?
We just told you, the counsel agreed to have the material filed by the 24th. And that's what.
Sorry, to what date, the counsel?
I am agreeable to set a deadline for responding material to be due October 24th. And I would like the deadline to be tight for the aforementioned reasons.
Okay. So the plaintiff's going to agree and you're going to comply with that deadline. Because if you don't comply with that deadline, it's going to be marked peremptory, which means it's going to go ahead on the next date. The date obviously won't be on the 24th, but it's going to go ahead on the next date, whether you file material or not. So you have to meet that deadline. Do you understand that?
The next issue as well within the Brampton court, they don't accept filing at the counter, which is much more efficient for individuals like Michael, who does not know the system very well, are not that computer literate. So there's that to have matter file online, it constitutes prejudice towards some self-represented litigants, right? So
I will, I'll see what I can do about that. Why don't you just you can't email it to the plaintiff's counsel and then they could assist in filing it?
I don't think that was an option at no point in time, and wouldn't that be a conflict?
Oh, sorry, so you're saying he doesn't have access to internet and therefore he can't file the material, but you're here on internet now, so.
Well, with my assistance, of course, I'm here, and you also are reluctant to have me speaking, saying I'm not a lawyer, but at the same time, this is the kind of prejudice that we talked about from the court, right?
I'm not really sure I view it as prejudice, given that you're here and you could have requested at triage to do it in person, but in any event, so you would like to file it a paper copy. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, I wasn't with him for the triage. I'm with him today. That is why I can render my assistance. So whatever happened prior to this, I can't speak on it because I wasn't there.
Okay. All right, I will just give me a moment and I'm going to see what dates I can get this scheduled for. And I'm also going to see what I can do about the paper copy. Thank you. Second of 2026. So I just wanted to advise you of that and see if A, you were available, and B, if that alters your position on anything.
Actually, Your Honor, it does. We strongly would like the motion to be heard today. I apologize for the.
You were hoping it would be heard in November.
That is correct, yes.
Okay. All right. So, Chief Michael, on behalf of, well, what does Mr. Williams say? Why should I adjourn this for another 3 months without him paying mortgage payments? He's not paying anything.
I think that question that you're asking there, Ms. Dennison, is
it's Justice Dennison, please. Thank you.
Well, if you're in honor of your oath, I can honor you as a justice in accordance with Section 65.
I'm not doing that. You'll refer to me as Justice Dennison, sir, or you won't be addressing the court, okay?
Well, no, as I was stating.
Yep, go ahead.
The subject matter. Material that does not, if we can't give submission and something that's not filed in the court, it would be word in the wind.
No, but Mr. Williams, I want to understand why he was to file by the 31st of July and he did not file.
Well, he didn't have a date
He did have he had a filing date. Didn't matter when the motion date was. He was to file his material on July 31st and it wasn't filed.
But in accordance with the rule of civil procedure,
That's not, you're wrong. You're wrong on the law. He had to file on that date.
let me finish. You're cutting me off. Let's be respectful. Like at least we can.
You're ignoring the fact that I want to understand from Mr. Williams why he did not comply with a court order to file material on July 31st of this year. That's my question.
Well, I did state that he was suffering some illness and he was in and out of the hospital. And also, he did not have my assistant at that time either. He does not know how to put together materials of his own. So that's part of the reason. Secondly, there is a stream of court dates that was leading towards nothing. And I would believe that on court order, ordering material to be filed way ahead of a hearing that also constitute prejudice towards the respondent when the rules of civil procedure grants 7 days prior to a hearing for a matter to be filed. If there's no hearing date is put in place, but there's order for material to be filed, isn't that constitute procedural unfairness? We didn't even have a hearing date.
Oh, it doesn't, because the rules also provide for that the court can install any timeline that they feel is appropriate in the circumstances. So, all right.
But if there's two parties to a matter, that both parties have to consent to have a date because that there is no conflict, right?
No, that's not accurate.
So the courts make the decision and the date.
The court picks the date for the matters. That's correct. Yeah.
So if the party
I'm not engaging with you in this, sir, any further. So thank you.
Date, what would that be?
The date was set for today and you were given notice of the date and you still didn't, no materials were filed.
Well, we did give you a reason as to why the materials weren't filed, and obviously
4 months, 3 months.
As I stated, I can't give account for
Yep, that's fine.
I was not aware of it at that time. I am aware of the proceedings as of today and here.
All right. Council, Council, are you available at 9 a.m. on the 13th of November?
One moment, Your Honor.
Yeah.
I do have a motion at 10 that day in Milton. You said 9 a.m. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Let's set that date, Your Honor, and a member of my office, if necessary, can provide coverage. Thank you very much.
So, sir, you're available on November 13th at 9 a.m.?
November 13th at 9 a.m. Yeah, should be good. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Just give me a moment, please. Matter? This summary judgment motion was to proceed today. It was on triage court previously. The plaintiff filed their material in accordance with the court order. The defendant was to file his material by July 31st, 2025. He did not do so. He attended today with the assistance of Chief Michael. He advised that he was ill, who advised that Mr. Williams was ill and was not able to file the material. I just want to confirm, is there anyone here on behalf of Monique Pert Williams?
No, that's my wife.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you. Reluctantly, the plaintiff agrees to an adjournment provided that the motion could be heard in short order. The defendant has been living in the residence without paying the mortgage for almost a year. The parties agreed that the defendant is to file his responding material no later than October 24th, 2025. The defendant indicated he is not computer savvy. Because he is a self-rep, he wishes to file his material in paper format. The court orders that the trial office accept a paper copy of his materials and ensure that it is uploaded to Case Center on behalf of the self-rep. Defendant. The court is prepared to hear the motion on November 13th, 2025 at 9 a.m. via Zoom before Justice Dennison. It is scheduled for 1 hour. Each side will have no more than 30 minutes to speak. Chief Michael is not a lawyer, and while I allowed him to speak at this speak to, he will not be permitted to address the court on the motion proper. He will, of course, be able to assist Mr. Williams in the background. The issue of costs thrown away for today's appearance will be addressed on the next motion date. Okay, thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you, Your Honor. If I may request that the next appearance be made peremptory as well.
Sorry, yes.
Thank you.
And that will be marked, the next date is marked as peremptory against the defendant. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. May we be excused?
Okay, have a good day, everyone.
You as well.
Have a good day, Ms. Dennison.